Hi guys, how are you all doing? This is the Tennis World with the Tennis Expert. I am your tennis expert. I'm here to preview. One second, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm just on a trip right now, so I don't have much time. But yeah, welcome to the Tennis World with the Tennis Expert. I am your tennis expert. I'm here to preview the 2024 Olympics. This is your Olympic Games 2024 preview. And let's get into the video, guys. Before I start, I preview before the tournament, do the semifinals, final, Grand Slams. I do quarterfinals too. Depending on who makes the quarterfinals here, I might do a video for those. But I'll definitely do the semifinal and final. But yeah, I'm ready to preview the Olympic Games. Every 4 years we get to do this. So I'm your tennis expert. Welcome to the Tennis World with the Tennis Expert, guys. Let's get into the video, right? First, let's look at the draw. Very hard to find this draw, not very available online. But Djokovic just beat Ebden of Australia. 6-love, 6-1. And I think he is due to play the winner of Nadal and Fucsovics. I think Nadal is going to win that one. Now, this is interesting. Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic in the second round. These guys have played 59 times with a head-to-head of 30-29 in favor of Djokovic, right? So what I'm trying to say is they've played so many times, guys. And then their head-to-head is 30-29 in favor of Novak Djokovic. I really think this will be their last match, probably they ever play. It would be really great if Nadal can win and tie the head-to-head at 30 all. I'm going to say that because Djokovic has never won the Olympics, because all the pressure is on him and is expected to win, Novak Djokovic, I would just say he is the favorite. He is expected to win, and he's got all the pressure on. If he loses, his dream of the Olympics is over at the second round. If he wins, it doesn't mean that he's like. It doesn't mean that much for Djokovic. It just means he's made the third round. So everything is to lose. He could be knocked out, but he can't really gain that much because he just makes the third round, and his Olympic dream could be over. And with all that pressure that he's going to have, Novak Djokovic, that he could be out, but if he wins, it's just the third round. And all that pressure early on in the tournament is against Rafael Nadal at the center court of the French Open, Philippe Chatrier, with just only things to lose and nothing to gain. Your Olympic dream can be over, right, guys? But if you win, it's just a third round, and it's Nadal. Whereas I think Nadal, he's had a better preparation than Djokovic. He played the clay court season. When they were at Wimbledon, he was practicing on clay. He played a warm-up tournament right before the Olympics on clay and made the final. Djokovic was over on grass, playing with an injury that maybe wasn't 100% recovered. And the 2 weeks between Wimbledon and the Olympics, he probably just has to rest and not even practice and not even do much. Whereas Nadal's got all this practice on clay, a tournament on clay right before, and then it's Nadal on the center court at the French Open. And Djokovic, with his last chance at the Olympics in the second round, could go out. All this pressure with everything to lose and nothing to gain, and your opponent is Nadal on the court of the French Open, where he's won it 4 times. You're expected to win, and if you don't, your dream is over. All that pressure on Djokovic, like if I win, I just make a third round. If I don't, my Olympic dream is over. And it's Nadal, the French Open. Why Nadal has this great preparation, this tournament before, he has nothing to lose. I just think there's too much pressure on Djokovic, and Nadal's in a good place with nothing to lose, a good preparation. It could go either way, but I'm going to say Nadal gets this. But there's rumours he has an injury, he might not play, or he might play with an injury where he's seriously hampered. If Nadal has an injury, I'm saying Djokovic wins. But if Nadal is healthy and he's not affected in any way, the fact that he has this great preparation, the tournament before, playing on his best court, nothing to lose. Djokovic, last chance at the Olympics, so much pressure on his shoulders. Doesn't get the gold if he just beats Nadal. He just gets the third round, but it's all over for him if he loses. Too much pressure on Djokovic, and having to be, with all that pressure, having to beat Nadal. I don't think he does it. I think Nadal does it. But if there's any health problems with Nadal, Djokovic finds a way to do this. But if they're both healthy, I'm going to say 3 sets to Nadal. I think it's best of 3 in the Olympics. So 3 sets, very close match, and Nadal gets him. He's just going to out-rally him. They're both going to have the good defense, the rally, the shot tolerance. But the big advantage is the topspin for Nadal going high up. And then Nadal has this big weapon of forehand to get through the court and finish points and get through Djokovic's defense, whereas Djokovic doesn't have that big weapon to get through the clay court to finish. I think that will decide. And also Nadal's topspin on clay, kicks up high and it's uncomfortable. I think those 2 things is why he'll win. But like the mental side, with Nadal with nothing to lose on his favourite court, and Djokovic with it all to lose and too much pressure to have to beat Nadal just to make the third round. And also Djokovic just had a bad year. So Nadal wins this one. So but then I'm saying, Nadal might pull out, or he might play Djokovic injured and lose. So let's just I'll go through both possibilities because we don't know about his health, right? So if they're both healthy, it's Nadal. If they're not, it's Djokovic. The winner of that, Nadal or Djokovic, depending on their health, will probably play the round of 16. Fils, this French guy, I don't know much about him, but whether it's Nadal or Djokovic, they're going to beat him. Then they're going to move to the quarterfinals, play Tsitsipas. Either Nadal or Djokovic is just going to get his serve back, force him into rallies, out-rally him, target the backhand. Then the semi-finals, they'll play Zverev. The same thing, they'll return the serve, get him into rallies, move the big guy around, out-rally him. Zverev has to go for too much power near the line and makes errors. Or if he doesn't, Nadal or Djokovic is going there and out-rallying him. And then Nadal or Djokovic makes the final. But again, it's Nadal if he's healthy. If not, it's Djokovic. The other side of the draw is Carlos Alcaraz. He won against Khabib in the first round. He'll get Cameron Norrie in the second round. He'll just overpower him. He'll get Tabilo. He'll just have too much power, control all the rallies. He's going to overpower him. And then he's going to move to the quarterfinals, where it could be Tommy Paul or de Minaur. I think it'll be de Minaur. Again, they're both the 2 fastest guys on the court. It's just going to be who's got more power. I think Alcaraz has more power than de Minaur. Like Alcaraz controls the rallies. Right, guys? And just overpowers de Minaur and stands in the middle. And their rallies where Alcaraz is just hitting the ball very hard off the forehand and backhand, moving de Minaur left and right, and just de Minaur constantly on the run, de Minaur on the run, and Alcaraz standing in the middle, and Alcaraz having control of all the points. And then when he needs to come in to finish off the net, and then sometimes de Minaur is so worried about the power and retrieving, he's standing too far back, and Alcaraz gets him off the drop shot. And then I'm just going to say Medvedev makes it to the semi-final. This is the worst court for Medvedev to face Alcaraz. He can't get it through the court. He can't finish the points. Can't even get it past Alcaraz's defense to finish the points. They're just balls going into the court, not missing, yes, but not threatening Alcaraz in any way. Alcaraz has time to set up on the forehand, dictates the rally with the forehand, stands in the middle of the court and just pushes Medvedev left to right, controls all the rallies. And then when he wants, he can just come into the net and expose Medvedev standing too far back. You can use the drop shot to expose Medvedev standing too far back. But in general, Medvedev's shots are just not getting through this court. And Alcaraz is standing in the middle, moving him right to left, controlling the rallies, and coming to the net and using drop shots. But because this is clay and Medvedev is not very good and won't even have enough power to get through the court, Alcaraz controls all the points. Sometimes Medvedev's sick of it. He goes for the lines and misses, but most of the time it's Alcaraz controlling the rallies. It's straight sets to Alcaraz. The one against de Minaur, I don't know if I said, but I think Alcaraz will win that in straight sets too. Because again, de Minaur doesn't have the power to get through this clay and rush Alcaraz. So both with de Minaur and Medvedev, he's just controlling all the rallies, finishing at the net and the drop shots, and overpowering these guys and making through the final. So then, depending on Nadal's health, you have a Nadal-Alcaraz final or a Nadal-Djokovic final. Let me just talk about both in this final, in this gold medal game. The bronze medal game, I'm not going to do right now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it like when I do the final preview, because the bronze medal match will be that day. So I'll preview the semifinals and the final, and in the final video, I'm going to preview the bronze medal game too. I might do the quarterfinals. I don't know, depending on who makes it. But listen, this is what I'm going to say, guys. This final, if it's Nadal, Alcaraz. I mean, I thought like maybe this year or maybe last year, like Alcaraz is going to be like so nervous because Nadal is his hero. Nadal is the reason why Alcaraz plays the game. And as much as he's been nervous sometimes against Djokovic, he's way more against Nadal because Nadal is Spanish. Nadal is his hero. Nadal's why he played the game. A Grand Slam or Olympic gold medal match, he would be very nervous. But then I think some things have changed. Alcaraz is now looking like a Nadal Djokovic in their prime, where every time they're consistent, every time they're reliable, every time they get 2 sets to love, 2 sets to 1 down, they show up and step up in the big moments. He's really matured. And when you add that, Nadal has gotten a lot older. He's 38. He's not been a consistent guy on the tour. I think Alcaraz now will be at a very high level. Unbelievable confidence, 21 in the prime of his life. Mentally, he's like they're like Nadal and Djokovic with experience. And Nadal just can't be good enough like he used to be. I think maybe it'll be either 2 close sets or 3 sets. They both have great forehands. They both have good defense. Alcaraz is better. Alcaraz has a better backhand, which puts him over the top in this matchup. And then the drop shot and the net play. They're both good at the net play. He's a bit better. And then the drop shot, but mostly the drop shot and the backhand and being a bit faster because he's younger, that puts him over the edge. And I just don't think maybe if Pete Nadal at Roland Garros could do it, but I don't think he'll beat his peak, but he'll be good enough to make the final. But I'm going to say he gets a set because he's Nadal and it's Roland Garros. It could be 2 straight sets to Alcaraz, where both sets are very close. But I'm going to say Alcaraz wins it in 3. He's a bit faster, better on the backhand and the drop shot, but the speed and the forehand and top spin, he does all that stuff like Nadal's doing. So Alcaraz is going to win this final over Nadal in 3 sets. Now, if Djokovic makes it into this final, then the problem with Djokovic, he plays Nadal like when he was young, when they were younger. He can't get the ball through the court to finish points, right? Against a guy who's very fast on a slow clay court. Alcaraz is very fast. It's a slow clay court. Djokovic won't have the power to get it through this court to finish points. While Alcaraz will have time to set up and dictate with the forehand. And when he has time, he'll have enough power to get through the court and finish points and get past Djokovic's defense. But Djokovic won't have that big shot to get through this court and get through Alcaraz's defense. Djokovic won't be able to rush Alcaraz on the forehand because it's clay. He's going to have time to set up and hit the forehand. And just because Alcaraz can get past Djokovic's defense and finish points and Djokovic can't do it to him, then again creating that wall on clay where it's slow to get past a fast defender, Alcaraz is going to be better at that. And then if you try to stand back to get extra time, he's going to get you on the drop shot. And then the net play and all of this stuff. And just being fitter, and then the mental side, the confidence of what happened at Wimbledon. I think it was straight sets there. I think playing on clay suits Alcaraz against Djokovic more than grass, so he'll be better here. Whereas Djokovic won't be as good because he doesn't really like clay as much. So what I'm going to say, guys, is it'll be straight sets to Alcaraz over Djokovic by 2 very close sets. But if it's Nadal, it'll go to a deciding set. But either way, Alcaraz wins. Alcaraz is going to get you a gold medal. Djokovic or Nadal gets silver, depending on Nadal's health. Bronze, I'm not sure. I'll have to do the video before the final and preview the bronze medal match. But that's my preview of the Olympic Games 2024. Subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. Be back here towards the end of the week. I might do a quarterfinal preview, but I'll definitely be here for a semi-final by Friday, Saturday, semi-final preview. And then for the final on Sunday, I'll preview that, and I'll preview the bronze medal match in that same video. So guys, subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up, and be back for my videos for the finals of this Olympic Games. So see you guys towards the end of the week. Subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. Thanks for being with me, guys. See you guys very soon, end of the week, for my semi-final preview and maybe the quarterfinal before that. Bye for now, guys. Thanks for being with me.